Hey, it's the Worth Playboy.
And my Playboys Bunny.
Welcome to our podcast where we discuss pickup, game, relationships, and
Sex.
the series is I feel like a pastor. When they do it, I forgot about it. I was like, the first time we said that, I was like, what is going on here? Misconceptions. Women are not interested in casual relationships.
It's a 4-part series, and we will be discussing it in the month of October. Just kidding.
No, that's it. I was like, I was having some kind of like flashback or deja vu when I did the first round.
I'm seeing a graphic on a big screen and an organ.
Yeah, well, I'm always thinking of like a modern band.
Yeah.
It's basically modernized. Okay. Women are not interested in casual relationships. A Playboy bases their life off of casual relationships. And a lot of guys, because you're raised to always think of like monogamy and marriage or boyfriend, girlfriend, or you're kind of conditioned that girls only have sex within the confines of a relationship. All these things that are not true.
That are popular misconceptions.
General understanding, and we're more realistic about what's possible. Some men may assume that women are primarily seeking long-term committed relationships.
Right.
And that's false.
Right.
There's a time and a place.
Absolutely.
And even for Playboys, they're the casual guy, they're the fun guy. Then sometimes they're the boyfriend. Then sometimes they're the husband.
Yeah.
Life is long.
Yeah.
So you may take many roles.
I mean, how even Hugh Hefner was married, three different times?
Yeah.
I mean, he even...
Whatever role you're in, wherever you're at now.
Yeah.
Isn't where you'll be in 5 years or 10 years necessarily.
Right.
It's
true.
But the girls do have a time and a place for casual relationships.
Yes.
Don't even bother asking.
It's smart.
They're never going to tell you about it.
No.
You can even be in one.
Yeah.
And she'll deny that it's happening. You'll be like, do you always just fuck random men? They're like, no.
No, never
Never before and
You're
never
the first
again.
One.
And I'm kind of mad at you for asking.
Yeah.
So but you must put yourself, guys go, man, every time I go out with some girl, she's trying to kind of like nail me down as a boyfriend.
Right.
So you have to go in what we call the fun guy persona.
Huge.
You have to be at your heart, you're a casual guy, you're easygoing, you're not looking for anything serious, but we can have fun. Yeah. You don't throw that in her face on the first date.
Right.
It just makes girls angry.
It does.
But if you let them, it just happened. I just hooked up with him on the first date, and then it was so much fun. He's not a serious guy. I'm not a serious girl.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, she starts taking on your
she does.
Personality.
She definitely starts going, I don't need to get into anything serious right now. I'm just getting out of this relationship with Bobby. I'm still healing. This is just a distraction.
It's just what I need, some fun. And that's what you can provide. You provide a good time.
Yeah.
And not, what was it? We're not here for a long time. We're just here for a good time.
Yeah. Exactly.
And there's a link. We'll put a link below for the fun guy video. But, women, there's a time and a place for women that they need a casual, easygoing guy that they can kind of rely on to show up or to be at their apartment when she shows up, and it takes off some of that stress that she has. I got to have a boyfriend. I got to have this or that, know. And you fill the void while she looks for something over time, more relaxed or more serious, I should say.
Absolutely.
And I think this is one of those things where guys that start learning game, it surprises them.
I agree.
When I say, guys, you can run a rotation, you can see 2 or 3 women once a week for an extended period of time. The girls will come and go, but you can do it for a couple years if you're working on your business, if you're traveling a lot, there's a time in your life that it might be best suited.
That's right.
If and it's also even good to nail one quality girl down. Yeah. Because it's kind of like shopping for cars. It's like going to a car dealership that has hundreds of cars. Yeah. You get to test drive a lot of them, get to know them, and see them each week, and then you can kind of pick the cream of the crop. But it's good to be the casual guy for so many reasons. And I think a lot of times people, they are forced into a serious relationship too quickly.
Yeah,
and
I
it
agree.
may not be the best fit. And like Bunny says, you need to have who you're going to marry nailed down before you get engaged, because once you get engaged, it's very hard to get unengaged.
It is. Without a lot of drama.
Yeah,
a lot of pain.
A lot of red flags
and
come up
expense.
during the engagement process.
Yeah.
That guys go, yeah, I should have bailed.
Yeah.
And I didn't because we were already engaged. And you hear that a lot from both sides.
It's a popular concept.
Yeah. So there's a time and a place to be the casual guy, and girls are down for it.
Absolutely.
And let me try to convey this. It's like, you don't really put the provider vibes out, in the first place. And that's all in the fun guy video. But girls sniff out guys that are casual, fun guys. And if they don't have time or the interest, they'll bail.
Right.
And that's fine. That's your job.
Yeah.
You let them jump ship, and then you're focusing on the ones that want to stay on board.
Yeah.
So that's the good thing, is just knowing that it doesn't always have to be serious. Mm-hmm. Try not to throw it in their face. You never throw it in their face that you're seeing other women. You just let your actions or your behaviors kind of convey that. And girls are pretty good about not asking. I think younger girls will sometimes ask, but they learn very quickly not to ask. You know what I mean? Because they get their feelings hurt. So you have to kind of learn to navigate. This is important. What are the best women that will be looking for something casual? And we always say coming right out of the divorce.
I mean, rebound relationships or rebound sex is the hotbed of girls being okay with just something casual. They've usually come out of a relationship that was kind of dragging them down for months or even years, and that they kind of feel like they escaped from, or they were broken up with, heartbroken, and are actually on the verge of believing all the horrible things that he said about her. You're ugly. No one else is going to ever love you. No one else. You're terrible in bed. And she has something to prove. So girls just out of relationships are prime meat for getting in casual relationships, and girls who genuinely don't want anything more than that. They may not even ask your last name.
Exactly. But that is your prime, what would you say? And a lot of guys, and I was guilty of it when I knew less also, is girls coming out of relationships aren't necessarily looking for the next relationship.
No.
They need mentally a break.
Now, make no mistake, their profile on social media or on the apps may very well say, just got out of a long-term relationship, not looking for hookups or something along those lines. You can disregard that.
Yeah. Anything you see on social media is in case their friends, co-workers, beta men, or their parents or siblings or friends
or children
come across their profile. They have to have all their slut shaming guards up.
Sure.
No hookups, LTRs only.
Yeah.
Don't waste my time.
Yeah.
If you're just looking for casual sex, you can ignore all of that. It's not for you. It's to keep the wrong people away.
That's right.
And to protect her reputation. But just keep in mind that the girls that are not interested in casual hookups, casual sex, will avoid you.
Yeah.
But the ones that are open to it will be attracted to you.
That's right.
It's just yours not to fumble. Seriously, 9 times out of 10 guys just talk her out of it.
It's true.
They're like, oh shit, he's too serious about this.
Yeah. If you're struggling with talking girls out of sex, if you're struggling with not finalizing, not closing the deals with these girls, if you're getting to a certain point in texting, but then you can't ever seem to get them in front of you, Fort Worth and I both have consultation times available. Some of these challenges are easier just one-on-one to just say, what are you dealing with? How can we overcome it? Here are some actionable steps to go forward. And it saves you a lot of time, it saves you money, and it saves you a lot of frustration. So we have a lot of success with the already high echelon men that we deal with in one-on-one consultations in overcoming hurdles that you are facing, because even the guys who know better still face challenges. And that's where we come in. The number one thing that we hear is, who else would I be able to talk to about this with? And the answer is no one. You can't talk to your buddies about it. You can't talk to your sister about it. You can't talk to your mom or your dad. They will give you terrible advice. But you can ask us. We're a good neutralized source who kind of knows the deal. So in the description box down below, you will find our links for each of our consult forms. It's the best way to get in touch with us, and we try to set it up as quickly as possible so that we get you on the road to more success and understanding with women. If you like this podcast, please like, subscribe, share with your friends, and click that link in the description box also to go to that Fun Guy podcast that we did. It really is a good one, and it's probably one of our most popular podcasts. So if you haven't listened to it, or if you need to brush up on that, please do so there. We want you to win. Bye!